Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, I'm going to be going over and reviewing the Babolat Pure Drive line. I'd figure you guys knew all about this stuff, but I guess people ask for it, so I'm going to go over most of the line today with you, okay? Now, this particular racket, the Pure Drive line, has been around for, I want to say, close to 20 years now. So it's going to be celebrating 20 years probably next year, from what I can remember. Made famous by Andy Roddick back in the day. Too bad he only won one slam. But, you know, whatever. That's before Fed took over and Nadal came along. You know, but still, this is the racket. This is the line. Now, this particular racket, the Pure Drive regular, 10.6 ounce version, has been the industry standard since, 2000 and I want to say 5 or 6. I know it took over the -- 1 spot for sales in 2007. So ever since then, it's been like 13 years that it's had either the top spot or definitely top 3 in sales. So that's a very long time. This is the racket everybody else tries to emulate. They try to copy it. They try to tweak it to make it better. But this is the industry standard. This is the racket I want to say most people can play with. It's easy. You got your beginners going into their first racket. This is a good choice. Intermediates, yeah, for sure. And then Roddick made it like, whoa, an advanced pro player can also use it if I tweak it, right? So let's start with this one. Why is it so good? 10.6 ounce, 27 inches, 7 points headlight, right? We got a taper beam here. We got 23 millimeters, 26, 23 again, with a stiffness rating of 71. So what does all that equate to? Well, that is an easy racket to play with, actually. Depending on how you string it. Back in the day, during the first few generations, the string tension recommendation was 55 to 62. We did probably 85 to 90% of those at 58 pounds. So it was easy. No matter pretty much who you were, you came in and we strung it at 58 pounds. That just kind of blanketed everybody. But yeah, ease of play. Everybody tries to copy it, all right? So strung weight characteristics is 11.2. Balance point with the strings is 4 points headlight at 330. Swing weight, 321. So it's got decent plow, but headlight enough. And again, it's a 71, so it is slightly on the stiffer side, okay? So industry standard. Next, we have my favorite, the Tour version. So, same racket, same beam, heavier, right? So, unstrung clocks in at 11.1, okay? So, like I always say, I like weight, right? So, strung weight 11.7, 6 points headlight, which is 325 millimeters. Swing weight is 324, so it's a little more on the swing weight, and it remains at 71 on the stiffness. So heavier, right? I like that, heavier, okay? I don't sell too many of these Tours. I might sell a dozen a year, but good stick, my preferred stick. Now, they also made this one in a plus. They still do. It's called Pure Drive Plus. Pure Drive Tour Plus, excuse me. That one particular used to be called the Pure Drive Andy Roddick edition because Andy liked it ½ inch longer and heavier, right? I'm sure he customized it to whatever specs he had or he wanted. He probably like a super heavy racket, right? So, but that was like his signature model. Now, ever since he retired and fell off the map on the Pro Tour, that racket has dropped in sales. Like, it's not even a blimp on the screen anymore. So that's the tour version. So they made this in a tour for Andy. They made the regular one in a plus also. So this is the Pure Drive Plus, right? Same racket as the Pure Drive, except half-inch longer, right? Still clocks in at 10.6 unstrung, so that means it's about 11.7 strung, right? So same thing, 318 with the strings. So here's the thing, it's 6 points head light now at 3, but still clocks in at 330, which is interesting to me, okay? Swing weight's a little more at 325 because of the half-inch. Goes down in power though to 70, not much, but to 70, okay? So if you need that extra reach, this is the one, okay? I don't sell too many of the longs either these days, as the regular pretty much dominates the line, okay? Next up, the team version. Again, I saw a lot of these, the women, you know, I don't like to pigeonhole this stuff, but I would say 70 to 80% of the people that buy this racket are women and that 14-year-old, you know, boy or girl. You know, they're out of that light. That light's too light for them, and then they kind of graduate into the team version. So this particular racket is 10.1. So with the strings, it's 10.7, 10.7 ounces. So strung weight, 330 grams, 4 points head light now, right? So back to the standard Pure Drive balance, okay? Now, the swing weight is less though because the weight is less. So it's 316 now. So it's easier to get around. Stiffness rating, 70, okay? So still up there, okay? So that's the team version, T-E-A-M, T-E-A-M. People always think, team? I was like, no, team, T-E-A-M, not T-E-E-N, okay? All right, next we got Pure Drive Light, okay? We know this is a light because of the white grip. As you see, everything else has a black grip, okay? White grip, just like pluses have an extra wrap on it, okay? And the arrows telling you, warning, Will Robinson, okay? That is a longer version, okay? Don't buy me if it's not what you want. All right, so back to the light, okay? White grip now, no more white tops. All right, so this is the lightest of the hundreds, okay? So all these are 100 square inches, including this one. So strong weight is 10.1, so it clocks in at about 9.7, 9.5, 9.5, okay? So strong weight is 10.1, so before strings is about 9.5 ounces. So that's 286 grams. It's 1 point head light. So this one's the head heaviest of all of this, okay? So like I always say, lighter rackets, they have to put the weight out here towards the head, or else we're gonna get tennis elbow, okay? So that balance point is 1 point headlight, 340 millimeters. Swing weight is 300, so a little lighter on the swing weight. And it's a 69 stiffness, okay? All right, so that's the light, I sell a lot of these to juniors, okay? You know, that 10 to 12-year-old getting their first racket in a zero grip, okay? That's where my market is on this. All right, not to say anybody else can't use it, but that's the niche, okay? All right, next up, we get bigger. Pure Drive 107, okay? This was a popular racket though. Like I've had a lot of, you know, men and women club level players use this racket over the years, but in the last I want to say 2 years, has kind of died off a bit. Not sure what's going on. Not sure where they're going. I mean, I do sell a lot of, other rackets right now, but this racket seems to be very quiet in the last 2 years. So the beam changes here. The beam changes. It's 23, 26, 22.5. So it thins out a bit right here, just probably for a little more maneuverability. It's 10.7 strung, so it probably clocks in at 10.1 without strings, 300, which is 303 grams strung. Okay, balance point is 5 points head light. Okay, which is 333 millimeters. So this is on the headlight side, medium on the headlight side. All right, swing weight is 310. That's pretty low, so it's going to come through semi fast. Okay, and it's a 69 on the stiffness rating. All right, so a lot of doubles players, men, women, club level player racket, easier to play with, bigger head. Okay, at 107. All right, so that's the 107 Pure Drive. Okay, and we have the 110 Babolat Pure Drive 110. Now, Dave tweaked this racket since the first one, whereas the rest of these have been the same since the beginning. Now, this racket has gotten a lot lighter. I'm not sure why they did that. There was one version, 15 years ago that everybody wants. They still want it today. That clocks in at heavier. I want to say it's got the same specs as that 107 that everybody wants. They still go to eBay and buy that particular one. But they decided to go lighter with this one. The beam goes thicker on this at 24, 26, and 23.5 for a little more stability and power. It's also a little longer. It's 27.6, so it's a little over a ½ inch longer, right? Now here's the key. It's 9.6 ounces strung. So this thing starts off at 9 ounces on a 110. I mean, it needs a little more weight, in my opinion. Okay, and I don't sell too many of these just because of that. And if you're gonna make something that light, you should probably make something a little bigger, right? Maybe a 115. Maybe make it a little stiffer too. That's kind of where the niche is for the power rackets. Okay, so 9.6 strung, which is 272 grams. Okay, 3 points headlight on the balance, which is 340 millimeters. The swing weight is a 305. So really, really light and fast on the swing weight. And it stays at 69 like that 107 on the stiffness. Okay, so the characteristics of most of these are, they're firmer rackets, right? It's 69 to 71 on the stiffness. The beams tend to be, like a tapered beam, kind of on the thicker side for stability. And there's a reason why they call them pure drive, right? You drive through the ball, right? You hit through the ball, right? That's what these were built for you to plow through the ball, right? The arrow means it's aerodynamic. You go over the ball, right? So for anybody who hits slightly on the flatter side, these are great for you, okay? So still top, Pure Drive, still top 3 racket today. I mean, I would say I could still put this into most people's hands and they'd be very happy with it. Great stick, right? The rest of the line kind of follows suit, depending on, where you land in terms of age and, playing level. All right. So you have any questions? If you love it, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. All right. Thanks for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.